until my arm falls off, and then I'll stop doing that.
腕が取れるわけ。
Yeah, it's the flights though. I think
マックスぐらい。
3 to 4 hours every day will beat these records. So it's kind of like a bet between the two of us. Yeah.
試合の前日はどのように過ごしていますか？
Most of the time, depending on if if it's a major event, then obviously during the day there's nothing to do, so you chill around. So I might play some PlayStation, chill out. Yeah, so I play Call of Duty or FIFA, and then when it gets to about 3 hours before I need to obviously go down, then I'll start kind of getting ready. And I'm always at the venue like 3 hours before to warm up and make sure that I've got all my game prep and some meditation as well. And once I'm done with that, then I'm ready to play.
必ず2、3時間練習してる。
はい。ダーツとの出会い、始めたきっかけ。
My dad, my grandpa played in South Africa, and then my dad and his family. And then just because it's been in our family for so long, there's always a dartboard at somebody's house if you go there. So it was kind of like just a pickup thing. And then when I realized I could be good at darts when I was 17, and then I just started practicing hard, and then I rose through the ranks. My highest ranking was the World Cup team for South Africa, and then I became a professional after my first games. After 5 years, I became a professional at darts, and then ever since then, I've always been a professional.
17歳で。じゃあ幼少期のところからやってたよね。
そういう環境になったそうです。
お父さん喜んだでしょ？
Yeah, my dad used to be a really good player as well, and he still plays I think he's 65, 66, and he's still plays local league as well. So he's over the moon, and he's always been a pillar of support for me through my career.
お父さん66歳なんですけど、まだリーグやってそうです。
まだリーグで。
Yeah, he's in South Africa, but he travels. He comes sometimes, obviously before lockdown. Yeah, he'll come watch some games and stuff like that. But this year it's a bit tough, so he'll probably come next year.
そうなんですね。試合見に来たりして。バレルを作成するときにこだわったところ、スティックやカット。
Ultimately, I just wanted to have a dart that, because through the tour, I mean, your darts wear out, and I think that the shark grip at the back of the dart, especially where I hold the dart, it's fantastic because I can feel the grip moving through it. And when I'm releasing the dart, I know that none of the darts will slip out of my hand. And even the tapered point in the front as well. I mean, because I have a slight little flicking action on the front of the finger, I knew that those were the points that I needed to focus on and make sure that the dart specification was correct, and you guys did an amazing job on that.
How about your length of dart?
Ultimately, I've always looked at a javelin or a arrow, a bow and arrow, and if you look at the length of that and just the way in which it arcs through the air, the perfect throw obviously has that nice little arc, and I knew that if I get the balance correct, because my hands are big as well. So when you're keeping it, I have a little extended throw. So I needed to find the balance, and if it's a smaller dart, it means that your center of gravity on your dart is a bit more forward. So I needed something that was gonna kind of adjust to my throw, and that's probably how I got to my length of my dart.
やっぱりそうだね。
手が大きいから。
そうですね。Could you show me how you grip your dart?
Okay, cool, no problem. So firstly, it's obviously the thumb. So the thumb will be at the back. I think you can see that.
親指のここね。
Yeah, and then this finger here will just nestle it there, so it lands on that, like that, and then this goes like this, so it will be like that.
Oh.
That's how you do.
Can
you put side?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think, can you see that? Yeah. So ultimately, when it's coming out, the hand stays there, and it just does that. So that's important, that when you throw in your dart, that your hand opens up forward and not to the side or to the right. Do you know what I mean? It has to open forward, yeah.
No,
because when you release the dart and there's a movement to the left, it's gonna go to the left. And when you move it to the right,
are you aware of your rotation?
Yes. Yes. So the rotation is exaggerated by this finger here. So when I'm throwing it, my rotation is a clockwise rotation. So it will come out this way.
あ、
Yeah, so it'll be, so it's basically like this, like this.
時計回りにこう。
あ、時計回りに
You do clockwise.
Yeah, clockwise, yeah. So it goes clockwise because the finger, this finger, yeah, it slightly rolls off this finger, yeah. So when it comes through, it rolls off that finger, and that's kind of the guidance.
こうだ。こっちで転がしてんだ。
そうみたい。
逆だね。あ、すごい。ジャパニーズは反時計回りが多い。
Japanese.
Anti-clockwise.
Yes.
右利きの人が
The right hand.
いや、時計反対、反時計回りが多い。
Mine goes. My rotation is always clockwise. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, I mean, it's just how you want to throw it, isn't it? It doesn't really. It's just how you throw. But I think that because of my finger, the finger is the important thing, and this one here, because what I found out because of the dart itself. So the center of gravity is about here on the dart. So when I'm holding the dart there, and because of the length, the full length of the barrel. So if it's the center of gravity is about here, can you see that there? Yeah. So when you're keeping it like that, ultimately it's gonna when it goes forward, the center of gravity, the dart will have a better trajectory through the air. A full balance, yeah.
I see.
And when it hits the board, then it's perfect.
Do you do it clockwise by yourself, or it just happened? You want it?
It just I think it's like depending on where you hold. Like I can see that if the depending on how you hold this finger here on your dart, that will determine, because if I hold it like this, there's no follow through on this finger. Can you see that? If I hold it like this, so there's no interference, so it'll open up like this. But because there's a lot more finger on it, it's gonna roll out slightly. Do you know what I mean? So it rolls out slightly. So when you open up, you kind of touch the dart like this, like it does this. And then it spins out.
でも時計回るよね。いやすごい。日本人はすごい少ない。
I just say it's unusual for Japanese player, so he's very impressed how you do it.
Great.
Can you do a one throw to your dart?
A throw? Yeah. Do you want me to? Give me a sec. If I set it up like this.
Yes.
Are you able to see that? Like if I were to.
ここでいいですか?
If it's too far, then.
遠くないですか?
Can you see it?
We can't really see that.
It's too far. Yeah. What I can do is I can maybe do it like this. Let's see if I can do it like this and see if we can catch it like that. Then maybe you can maybe catch it that way. If I just tilt it up a bit. There you go.
全然違う。ダーツが違う。
Oh. I'll go one more, yeah?
いや、こんな飛ぶんや。
Bullseye.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you want me to throw more or?
すごい。後ろから一回見ただけでもうビビった。すごいね。めちゃめちゃ速いね。
They were surprised how fast you dart.
すごい。もうあんな声見たことない。
They're so surprised, amazed how fast your dart was.
How fast?
Fast went to.
あんな飛び見たことない。
They never seen any slow like you did.
Yeah, I think it's because I've got a strong forward trajectory, so because of the muscles as well.
腕力が強い。
対戦相手もあんなダーツ見たらビビるでしょ。
Yeah, I think and because of my rhythm as well, and I think that the accuracy, the players do take note and they understand that I am a threat now in any game that I play. So yeah, it's exciting times. Really exciting times.
ビビる、そうだね。俺もびっくりした。俺ね、2年前のワールドカップの時に試合を見て契約したいって思ってた。
Oh, is it?
Before you
Wow. You know what?
World Cup.
Myself and Jose de Souza, we were chatting, and I saw his technology, and I said, I need to get that flights. Can you send me a set? And I was so pleased that when I obviously communicated with you, you guys helped me out and sent me sets, which was fantastic. And I'll forever be grateful, because since signing with you guys, I mean, you guys made me feel so welcome. And obviously your equipment, and I can go on about the equipment all the time, but I think that is a very important thing for anybody in their career, is to find a suitable equipment sponsor that actually has your best interest at the heart, and not just about selling and stuff like that, because you guys custom or just made it happen for me, basically.
なんか縁だね。
縁ですね。It's destiny.
去年のチャンピオンシップも見てたね。
Oh yeah.
Game.
I didn't.
1回戦で負けたけど。
Yeah, I lost to Luke Humphreys, but my finishing, I played with your stems last year as well in the World Championships. I played with the Condor in the World Championships.
ああ、去年コンドルで
そう出てて。
見てた。You use our product.
Yeah. And then but it was just based on finishing, though. It was just based on finishing that I slipped up. But since then I've been working. I mean, you know that even when I went to Los Angeles on a holiday, I had my dartboard and my because I wanted to make sure that it was 100% perfect.
必ずそのホテルでもやってます。
Good.
So are you interested in participate in any soft tip tournaments in the future?
Yeah, I thought this year I was gonna do some soft tip tournaments, and obviously with signing with you guys, it was kind of like a straight conversion, and obviously the calendar allowed me. But yeah, in the future, I definitely will, and hopefully all this coronavirus and COVID kind of lockdown stuff, once that go back to normal, or whatever kind of normal, and the East tournaments, and I can actually fit it in, it would be amazing, because I think that soft tip definitely has a place. And even in South Africa, I'm trying to push soft tip because it helps with the kids, and it's safe for the kids as well. So yeah, fingers crossed, we'll definitely compete in some soft tip tournaments in the future, and then yeah, hopefully I can see you guys and participate in your soft tip tournaments as well.
Were you thinking of playing in soft tournaments in UK or other countries?
No, I don't think there's not a lot. Like, I'm setting up my own kind of soft tip tournaments in the UK, which we were gonna do this year, but we'll probably do next year. But I really want to come out and experience soft tip in the likes of in Japan and Hong Kong and all of those places, because I think that was my first experience with soft tip and seeing you guys play it. So I'd rather want to come there and experience it than play it over here, if I'm honest.
呼びます。ぜひ来てください。
ぜひ行きたいそうです。
日本はもうソフトがもうメインみたいな。
Yeah, I know that. I know that, and it's the reason why I also want to come, is because I saw, like, every time I look at soft tip, and then you guys have restaurants with soft tips in, and that's crazy. That's a crazy concept, and I'd really love to experience that, obviously, when I come over.
あなたがでも日本ではあなたのおかげでスティールが今度は盛り上がりそう。
That's great, though. I mean, as long as my performances increases the popularity and sales of TRiNiDAD and Condor X, I'm over the moon and happy to be part of you guys.
いや、アックスももう広がりますよ。ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much for using product and promotion.
Thanks a lot for having me, guys.
最後に日本のファンに向けてメッセージをお願いします。
I think the one message is that obviously always be kind, and thank you very much for accepting me as one of your own, and hopefully when I do come to Japan, I'll see all of you guys there, get some signatures, play some darts, and yeah, just have a great time. And I can't wait to obviously come to Japan, because I know that you guys are amazing at soft tip darts, and hopefully I'll beat some of you as well. So yeah, look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Okay, keep well.
Yay.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.